tonight
Yes.
with the Innovation Award.
Yes, she
How
is.
amazing is it to be just watch her work?
I mean, listen, having been with her for 23 years, I always say that it's my absolute honor to have been a part of her legacy, her history, to have played whatever part I could play in helping that gift come to life and helping her share it with the world. And what's been amazing this year especially is that she's getting the accolades. She's getting the recognition. People are, giving her kudos, her flowers while she's here to enjoy them. So it's been a tremendous year.
And that's what I was going to ask you. How important do you feel it is to give artists their flowers while they're here? Because one thing I do know, because I came up right when Missy dropped, like I've been one of my favorites from jump, but I would get frustrated as a fan seeing how overlooked she would be. So for you to be so close to her, how does it feel is it almost like you're getting them as well?
It's so funny. Every time she gets awarded, I say that we cry together backstage because it's like I'm living this vicariously with you and through you because I know how hard she works. I know how passionate she is about this. I know how important it is for her to touch people. And I think sometimes she doesn't really understand the impact that she's had. So every chance we get to say it to her, to show it to her, to, let her know how much she's meant to us, I mean, it's just, for me, incredibly touching. Yeah.
And speaking of her impact, you have an impact too. Keeping a lot of hip-hop artists relevant and on the forefront, just a cultural period. So what's next for Mona Scott Young?
I mean, just expanding my personal brand, expanding the company, the projects that we're doing, moving into scripted, moving into features. I think there's so much more that we can offer our audience. Love and Hip Hop is one end of the spectrum, and I'm excited about all those possibilities.
All right, well, thank you for taking the time. All right, Miss Shantae, first of all, let me tell you, I still play Something to Remember every day, every day. You've been in the game for a long time. What is one thing that you definitely want your fans to continue to remember from you?
That I sing from my soul, no matter what. Like the song or don't like the song, I'm giving everything I got.
All right, we got any more projects coming up? Okay.
New single's coming in the new year. It's called Hold It Down. It's about, supporting the people that really have to go through it. And your hold it down looks different than mine, but I still got to hold it down, whether it be my children or ex-husband or dealing with death or man in jail, whatever it is, we got stuff to hold down, and I want to celebrate that person.
Okay, and one more question, because you've been in the game and doing your thing. What has been your secret to longevity in this career?
Right now is not regret. No more guilt, no more regret. Staying right now in the present is the most important thing for me, and just being all right with life. If it's not what I want, make it something else then. And keep praying and keep pressing. That's what I'm going to do.
I love you. All right. Such a big thing in this day and age, this era, whatever. You're getting represent Pride tonight. How do you feel carrying this torch to kind of just speak for those that really don't have a voice but are trying to be themselves?
For me, it has always been, I knew I was an everybody person. When I say that, I mean that I was built for a time as this. I knew that this moment would happen. I didn't know that polls would happen so quickly. But just to be able to know that there's a thing called symbolic annihilation that happens when you don't see yourself represented in a narrative, you feel yourself thus not important. And what Pose is doing, what so many, Euphoria is doing, what so many TV and media and radio, everything is doing right now, and what I'm trying to do is make sure that these babies that have not seen themselves realized, the marginalized people, the ones that are in the dark, they can see themselves, and they know that, yes, you can do it too. We love you. We're here for you. Your trauma is not your responsibility, but your healing is. And that is something that I want to just, tell to the youth, because quite oftentimes for black youth, we told to put a Band-Aid over it. We're not told to, get mental therapy or any type of therapy. And so for me, this is really what that is a charge of action. And, for me to be honored with the Represent Pride, with all these honorees that have had an extensive resume, it makes me believe that, this is setting, I'm lined up and I'm right on the right path where I need to be. So,
all right, well, congratulations. Have a good
time.
Thank you, Thanks. You. First of all, you are legendary in the record industry, period. Like, first African-American woman to just, do the damn thing. What is one way you thought outside the box to be such a trailblazer in the industry?
I just never went into a meeting or signing with fear. I always had that confidence that I believed in my instincts and my gut. And that's what's gotten me where I have been.
Okay. Sort of like a boys club, of course, all across the board. But you're known. and they respect you. Has there ever been a time where you have to still prove yourself?
Every day. Every day. That has not changed.
All right, well, congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So much.
I wake up in the morning and I say I'm going to be the best me I can be, and whatever truth comes out is usually what resonates.
Okay, but by you being on radio, TV, writing books, all this stuff, it opens you up to be vulnerable in front of the world. Has that been hard for you, or has it been pretty easy?
I think that, vulnerability is actually attractive. People like people who are authentic and honest in their skin with their lives. I try to be just that. I don't have anything to hide, even with my flaws and mistakes. And I think that's why other women are, they like me, because they're like, yo, she's pinching an inch just like me. She's struggling with her husband just like me. Or, she didn't have a great, beautiful pregnancy where she snapped back afterward, because that ain't real. I'm not photoshopping my pictures. I'm struggling. It took a minute to get in this size 10.
Well, you're looking good. You're looking good.
But what I'm saying is, you got it all wrong if you think you got to be perfect and that people are going to relate to that. Nobody is perfect. And so when we allow the world in, it responds in kind. What you give is what you get.
Love it. Thank you. First of all, this is my man Mike from Wild 'N Out.
How are you, sir?
Lots of talent on that show. So how do you think outside the box and step out of your comfort zone to make sure you stand out among so many other talented artists?
That's a great question. I stand out because I'm Rip. If you watch Wild 'N Out, Rip is always going to do some crazy stuff, whether it's throwing powder, pulling off wigs. I'm always to that next level and being different and adding that prankster type vibe to Wild 'N Out. So when I came, I added the slapstick because it wasn't there before. That's what I brought to the show. And of course, cultivating the tour and taking it to another level where we're going actually from the television into live arenas, and we've been doing that. The first year I did it, we was on Polestar. We were #2 on Polestar, right behind Janet Jackson. And the last time I was here, we sold out. We broke a record here. We did 2 arenas in one night and sold out both. No one has ever done that. From Kevin Hart, that was the biggest thing that ever happened in D.C. Sold out Capital One Arena and the Show Palace Arena in the same night.
Okay. So what are some ways that you're making sure that you lay groundwork to be like legends like the Pryors and Bernie Macs? Like, what are you doing to make sure you're a household name?
I am working every single day. I don't know about making myself a household name. I'm just trying to take care of my daughter. As a single father, raising my daughter on the streets of New York, that's what I look up to. I don't really get into it for the whole challenge of, trying to make my name. As long as I can keep providing for my daughter, and I've been able to do that and been blessed, and I continue that path.
All right, sounds good. Well, good luck. Have fun tonight. No problem. Like a mover and a shaker, always throwing like the hottest parties. What was your motivation to start this kind of lifestyle movement of yours?
I just put one foot in front of the other. I was coming up in Washington, D.C. in the streets, and I didn't like the way that was going. So I figured I'd change my life and visit my cousin at Morehouse. He told me to come to Freaknik, and it changed my life. I became...
Freaknik changed your life?
Freaknik changed my entirety. No bullshit.
Okay. So what, as far as you putting these parties on, is just kind of like this lifestyle that you encourage people? A lot of people feel like fun is bad sometimes, but what's your take on that?
Fun is good for your soul. More importantly, music and good people are good for your soul, and I fit in both of those categories. I'm just having fun. I'm, grown with a bunch of kids, and I don't have a bunch of kids. Actually, I have 2 kids, grown almost. So it's been a blessed life. Couldn't ask for more.
Gotcha. Well, appreciate you. Thank you. How are you, Miss Darlene McCoy? First of all, I love Trailblazers. Hearing that you're the first African-American with a nightly syndicated talk show, right?
Yes.
What is one way that you thought outside the box to pave your way through this vast industry to do your thing?
If I can be honest with you, I didn't think outside of the box. I didn't even think God was going to do this. But he did. I am honored for this responsibility of radio because I understand that there are so many black women that have something to say, and I thank God for the platform, and I thank God that I am able to represent, women.
Usually when black women have a lot to say, they get a bad rep. Have you drawn any negative criticism from, just being able to do you?
I cannot believe people say that. We're just powerful, and people just don't understand. We have something to say. We get a bad rep from people that can't understand our power.
Don't let them take it away from you.
Oh,
thank you. Well, you enjoy yourself tonight. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
As you can see, it's been an eventful night. A lot of Trailblazers walking the carpet, and you can check out the award show in full. It's the Urban One Honors on TV One tonight. Got more on the way. It's Out the Box.